There's been a lot of people from the West that have decided recently that they are the authority on what is and is not allowed to come over to the West for adaptation when it comes to anime and manga. And one of the franchises that I thought was really going to spark a lot of attention on social media was Redo of Healer. This is a screen cap from the anime that's just started recently. Episode 3 comes out, I think, tomorrow. And this shows something else. It's a little different than anything I've seen before, but I'm not trying to cancel this show. This show's on a whole different level of insanity. I don't even know if I can talk about this show in detail without getting this video demonetized. We did talk about it on Saturday's live stream in detail, and everyone had some pretty hot takes on it. It was a fun series to discuss, but I really am kind of surprised that there hasn't been a huge amount of blowback for this show when you consider all the Puritans and how they were outraged over Rising of the Shield Hero and Goblin Slayer, which only had like one bad thing in one episode. Everybody was trying to cancel those two shows, and they failed miserably. Interspecies reviewers got a lot of bad attention. This show, it's almost like there's just silence, like they don't want the Streisand effect to hit it. There's no real big threads complaining about it on Twitter. Most of the websites, I know Anime News Network, if you go to their forums and talk about the show, they'll lock it and ban you, or they'll at least just lock and delete the thread. You're not even allowed to discuss it. So I wonder, is this show going to get adapted to Western audiences for dub? Like, are they going to dub the show? Are they going to bring the manga over here? And it's not looking like they will. Now, I guess Sentai Filmworks has licensed this show. You won't see a dub of this show. And you're not going to see a translation of the light novels that it's based on either. Here's the author of those light novels clarifying that right now over on Twitter. This was from the 23rd of January. Black Sage D sent these to me, so thank you. It says, for overseas, I've received several inquiries about buying the English version of Redo of Healer, but it doesn't exist. We tried to publish the English version, but it was refused by an overseas publisher. The situation may change if many requests reach overseas labels. Now, here's the thing. Raging Golden Eagle has said this before. Why don't you just translate it yourself and then put it on Amazon? You don't really need an overseas publisher, do you? Do you really need that? I mean, with the way the market works now, can't I just buy directly from Japan? I don't understand why they keep trying to do business with these Western companies that want to just censor everything or just cancel it completely. Like, you can't watch this in Germany. Surprise, surprise, it's been canceled over there. You can't even watch this on most streaming networks. I think the only place you can watch Redo of Healer legally is on High Dive, a service that I'd never heard of until I was looking for ways to watch this legally. I was able to watch it right straight up on YouTube for free. Both episodes 1 and 2 are up there right now. You can watch them right there for free. But this show and like the mangas so it started as a light novel, and then it got adopted to a manga, and now it's an anime, right? So I just, instead of dealing with these places that would censor, like if like Viz picks this up, for example, and they won't, it would be edited to all hell. Okay, and they've been doing that for years. You won't get an unedited version of this officially over here in the West. And it's like, why put up with that? You would make more money just doing it yourself over in Japan and then bringing it over here. Like, you could literally just put it on Amazon and it would sell. So I'm just kind of blown away by the fact that they keep going to overseas publishers. Do you need to do that? Is that something that you have to do when you bring it over to a different market? I don't know these things. So I don't know if you have to do that or not, but it seems kind of stupid to me. I remember that Dead or Alive beach volleyball game was under a lot of heat here. Oh my God, girls in swimsuits playing beach games. Like, that game was, they were like, F it, we're not even going to release that game over in the West. So what they did was they added an English version of the game to the import version. So if you wanted to play the game, you could just buy the Japanese version. You got the English version for free, essentially, in that game. And it worked. You're able to just import it. There were some salty Puritans about that, but what the hell could they do about it anyway? So why doesn't Japan just release an English version? That would kind of kill two birds with one stone, and you could make all the money. Because what's going to happen is someone will just translate it for free. Like, this is why you're never going to get rid of piracy either, by the way, because weirdos over here in the West. This show will eventually get its due with the Twitter Puritans and all of the prudes that are in the anime industry. We don't even need to get into Funimation. This is why you won't be able to dub this show. Because a bunch of people that would never watch it in the first place or even read it in the first place don't like that it exists, so they want to ruin the fun for everybody else. And because of that, you have to pirate it. And they can't do anything about that as much as they'd like to. There's nothing they can do about it. That's why their screeching is kind of irrelevant. I'm surprised that they haven't been screeching about this show. I don't know if maybe they just haven't discovered it yet or what, but this show's 20 times worse than Shield Hero and Goblin. It's 1,000,000 times worse than Goblin Slayer. I'm shocked that no one's screeching and then slamming on their keyboards about it. It's kind of nice actually, but it also has it's prevented you from enjoying an official English release. You're never going to see one. The most you can hope for is for them to release an official version in Japan with a good translator, and maybe you can support it officially that way. That's probably about your only hope for that. Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to share this with y'all. Are you watching this series? Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. How do you feel about it? Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.